everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2019 Cadillac Escalade and we're going to do the taillight tint installation for this vehicle. So this is how it looks before doing the installation on the taillight lenses, and this is how it looks after the installation. So the tint has PPF properties, which means it will protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect it from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. Link for the product will be provided below. With that being said, let's get started with the installation video. So the tools you need in order to install the tint kit will be Slip Solution, Tack Solution, a heat gun, squeegee, and a microfiber towel. And a step-by-step guide in order to create the two solutions will be in the description below. So before we start with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the tail light. So all we need to do is apply Slip Solution to the entire tail light lens. And with a clean microfiber towel, start removing any contaminants that the tail light may have. Okay, so we're going to start by installing the piece that covers this section of the tail light first. So it's a two-piece installation. So with this one, apply Slip Solution to the entire lens and Slip Solution to the adhesive side of the film. And we need to start off by lining the film up to the top edge where the black color of the lens is going to start. So align it right there. So right where the reflector is about to end, and start with the black accent. That's where you line it up on the edge. And once you have it aligned, lift the film carefully and apply tack solution underneath and on top of the film. Make sure to hold it in position, grab your squeegee, and start tacking down the film. So make sure to secure a good amount of the film. That way we're able to continue aligning it and stretching it to the bottom section of the tail light. Okay, and continue on with the bottom section. Okay, so for the bottom section, we need to stretch the film and align it to the edge here. And when we stretch it, you are going to notice that the film here is bunched up. So the film, we're going to have to stretch it that way too in order to remove the fingers here. So just align it, make sure it's aligned to the bottom. Grab your tack solution to start tacking it down. And make sure to apply tack solution on the top area. That way your squeegee is able to glide without creasing the film. Okay, and now the next step is to stretch the film and tack it down to the edge here, that we were able to tack down this section of the film. So just do a light stretch and start tacking everything down. So apply tack solution, that way the adhesive is able to tack down faster. And just start tacking down this entire section. So in order to help it tack down, there's this small curve here. Use your hand to help tack down around this curve, and you can also lift the film carefully and apply a little bit of tack solution behind the film. Make sure to help the film tack down. Use your finger and start tacking down with your squeegee. It may lift a little bit, so that's when we apply a little bit of heat just to help it sit around this curve area. But for right now, before we apply heat, we can help it tack down as much as possible without adding heat. And then the heat will be the final step. So as you can see, it's starting to sit, but it's still going to lift a little bit. So that's where we finish it off with applying heat. So hold it down, apply heat. That way the adhesive on the film is able to tack down faster. And you can use your microfiber towel to help it tack down too. And you repeat this process until the film stays tacked down to the edge, and just make sure you seal it on the edges here. Apply tack solution and then heat, and then we should be good. And then we can move on with the next piece. Before you move on with the next install, make sure this whole area is tacked down and the film is not lifting, because when we install the next piece, it's going to overlap with this one, and if this film is not completely sealed, it's going to lift over time and damage the film that's overlapping it, and it's just going to peel off. So make sure this entire panel is tacked down and sealed. Okay, so now we're moving on to the second piece. With this one, instead of starting the installation on the top section, we would start it off on this lower end. So just match it where you left off with this piece first. So match it close to where the black color of the reflector starts. So make sure to apply slip solution throughout the entire tail light. And apply slip solution to the adhesive side of the lens. And then place the film and just start by aligning it on the edge here. And remember, the film is overlapping, so make sure you also align this section to the body line of the tail light here. So you're going to feel it where the body line is located. So that's where you would align the film and place it. Once you align it, grab your tack solution, spray it underneath and on top of the film. That way we're able to secure the tint. So hold it in position and tack it down. Once you secured a good amount for this side, now all we need to do is make sure we keep it aligned, going towards the top and stretching it until we reach it to the top end. So just continue on with the top section of the film. So apply slip solution to the lens in case the film did get dry. Place the film back down, and with this one, we're going to stretch it until we reach it to the edge of the lens right here where the clear reflector is about to end and the black section of the reflector is going to start. So stretch it up to the top edge. So once you have it on the top edge, lift the film carefully and start tagging it down to secure it. So tack down a good amount, that way we're able to tack down this whole section. So keep it aligned on the top edge and start tagging it down. Once this section and the bottom section are both secured, now we can move on with the side pieces here. Okay, so once we're moving on to the side piece, we're going to start by tacking down the middle section first and working our way to the top and then to the bottom. So just apply a little bit of slip solution. Make sure this area is dry. That way we're able to stretch the film to the edge right here. You can also have the trunk open if you need more room to work with in order to tack it down to the edge here. So stretch the film, hold it in position, spray tack solution, and start tacking it down to secure it. And once this middle section is secured, then we can move on with the rest of the install. So just make sure you help it stretch just a little bit towards the top. And everything else should just start tacking down. So as you can see, it's starting to sit. And something to keep in mind with the tint, it doesn't cover all the way inside. It just covers up to this section of the tail light. So it doesn't cover this side here. And once this section's secured, move on to the bottom and then we're good. So with this one, just lightly stretch the film downward in order to stretch it going down and also to help remove these fingers. So apply slip solution, place the film back down, make sure this area is dry, and just stretch it downward. And now those fingers that we had there, they start to shrink little by little. And then just apply tack solution to start securing the entire panel. And if you need help tacking down this section, just apply a little bit of heat to help shrink this section of the fingers here. So help break down the fingers, and now the fingers have gotten smaller, and now we could just use our squeegee and our microfiber towel and tack solution to tack down this entire edge. So spray tack solution, wrap your microfiber towel around your squeegee, and just start tacking down this side edge. And now all those fingers that we had here are completely gone, and you would just repeat this process until you tack down everything here. And once this whole section is secured, now we can move on to post heating the entire panel. So the last thing to do once you finish with the entire installation for the tail light is to post heat the entire panel. So the first step to post heating would be to apply tack solution to the entire section of the tail light, and you're going to grab your heat gun and start applying heat throughout the entire tail light. And as you're applying heat, we're going to use a microfiber towel to help tack down the film around the edges and also help remove any solution that may be trapped under the film. And make sure you apply heat on the sections where the film overlaps with one another. And then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. Thank you for choosing Bogar Tech Design. As a small business, your support means everything to us. If you loved your product, please drop a review. If you have questions or issues, don't forget to message us via email. Once again, thank you so much for the support from our family to yours. So that concludes the installation video for the Taillight Tint for the 2019 Cadillac Escalade. We hope that this video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.